Hey BB family, what's up and welcome back to our channel. Today I am going to be doing a video on one of the most common requests we get on our channel, and that is my top 10 choices for children's books. Look Olivia, we've got all your favorite books here. Which one would you like to read first? I think you reached for this one. So the books on my top 10 list are in no particular order. Well, yes. Well, maybe this one's number one. Which one would you like to start with? Why don't you help us decide? Yeah? Okay, so the first book that I would absolutely recommend to everybody is, of course, The Very Hungry Caterpillar. Naturally, the illustrations are beautiful. They're very, very colorful, which is... They are colorful! Yeah, they're colorful, yeah. But the two things that I love most about this book are that toward the middle of the story, you have repetition. On Monday, he ate through one apple, but he was still hungry. That's a caterpillar, yes. On Tuesday, he ate through two pears. Two pears. 1, 2. But he was still hungry. So any book that has repetition is good for building language ability, building language skills. I also love that there's little holes in it, and I don't know if this is just a coincidence. You think it's a coincidence? It could just be a coincidence. But the holes are the size of baby fingers. Why don't you put your finger in the strawberry? In the strawberry. Boom! Oh no, it's stuck! So yes, I highly, highly recommend this book. The next one is Daddy Kisses. Now the reason I love this book so much is because one, it's a board book. These are great for children. Clearly, they're wild with books. So board books are great. The size is good. It's a good travel size. It's not too big. I like it because it introduces a lot of animals, but it also teaches you the English for what the baby animal is called. Daddy Giraffe gives his calf a kiss on the neck. So the daddy is called a giraffe, the baby is called a calf. So it's a great way to teach vocabulary, basically. Also, the different daddies kiss each of their babies on different parts of their bodies. So sometimes they'll kiss the ears, sometimes they'll kiss the eyes. So it is great for teaching body parts. The best part is that you can really cuddle up with your little one and read this to them and act out whatever's written on the page. Daddy Frog gives his froglet a kiss on the eyes. Normally, if I wasn't wearing lipstick, I would absolutely give her a big old smackaroo in the eyes. So, I love this. I highly recommend it. And it does not matter if you're a mommy or a daddy. It doesn't matter. Mommy, I read this book to Alex for I still read it to him. And it's not a big deal. Like mommies, daddies, doesn't matter. It's a great little book. This is another favorite of most parents, I think, Dear Zoo. The great thing about Dear Zoo is one, it's a board book again. Another great thing is that it's a lift the flap kind of book. Yes! It's clearly very entertaining. For the kids, the problem is that at her age, she's still really young, so she will rip the flaps sometimes. Also, the book has a lot of repetition, so again, that's good for language learning. So far, I've introduced these 3 books. Absolutely wonderful books for children. Olivia's getting a little antsy, so I'm gonna have Taka come in and look after her while I finish the video. Where was I? Ah, yes. Next one is Open the Barn Door. It kind of checks off everything that you could want in a children's book, in my opinion. It's very tiny, so you can just I carry this with me all the time. It's a board book, so it's very sturdy. It's got flaps, so it's also a lift the flap book. It teaches you a lot of vocabulary because each page has a different animal. The illustrations are colorful and really beautiful, and there's repetition. This is like the Holy Grail, and it's so cheap, it's crazy, but it is a brilliant, brilliant little book. The fifth book on my list is Where is Baby's Belly Button? Now, as you can see, the illustrations are really, really simple, and each page actually introduces a different body part, so it's great for vocabulary building. You can lift the flap in each page, so it's engaging for children. I don't know, it's just great overall for vocabulary building and because it makes reading kind of fun. Okay, another book on my must-read list is I Love You, Mommy. The only thing is that it's not a board book. They might have a board book version. Let's see, this was Olivia actually. Alex wasn't, she's really bad with books. Alex wasn't quite this bad. You guys, the illustrations are beautiful. I love these illustrations. And the story, this is all about the story. The story is so heartwarming. It is so touching. It is just about it's like a message from a baby or from a child to a mom. It's just such a lovely book to cuddle up with your children and read to them. Next is The Giving Tree. I am embarrassed to admit this, but I had never read this, and I had never heard of it actually until Olivia. So I'm so sorry that I missed out on 3 years worth of reading to Alex. Oh, this book is so beautiful. The story, again, it's all about the story. So obviously a baby's not going to understand it, but for the parent reading it to the child, it's a pleasure to read. And the illustrations are really simple. See, there's a lot of pages, but there are very few words on each page, so it makes it fun to read because you're turning pages together. Yeah, it's just, you gotta put this on the top 10. Anybody would have this on their top 10, I think. Of course, guess how much I love you. Do I even need to say anything about this book? This story is beautiful. It's a great story. I mean, who wouldn't have this on their top 10, right? If you haven't read it, go read it. If you don't have kids, you should still read it. It's really cute. This is, I'm pretty sure, on everybody's top 10 list. The story is sweet, it's simple. They're looking around in their room. They're getting ready to go to bed. It's getting darker out. They're looking at all the different things in their room, and it's their room. It's a special place for them. The illustrations are really beautiful as well. It reads really quickly, which is nice for parents because you don't want to be too long on one book because everybody knows it never ends at one book. It's like 5 or 6 books. So sometimes it helps when the stories are shorter. But yeah, I mean, come on, Goodnight Moon, right? So yeah, I think I've covered 10, maybe 11. I've actually lost track. But these are definitely my top picks for children's books. Alex still enjoys these. He's 4 now. If you're interested in a video that's more oriented toward older children, like 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds, you know, toddlers more than babies, I will gladly put one up as well. Let me know if you'd like to see it. Everybody out there in the BB family, have a great day, and we will see you next time. Bye. Not only that, she really likes it. Illustrations are really, really colorful. Colorful. She can put her fingers in here, and it actually helps her build. That's right. And it's actually good for I know. We're never gonna get done. And it's actually also good for gross motor skills because they have to aim their little finger in the holes. I really should have filmed this while she was still asleep. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Ah, don't pull my hair. Ah, don't pull mommy's hair. Mommy's hair.